Hello everybody, hope all is well, because today we got another unhinged user once again wreaking havoc on people with their unbelievable behavior. You can even say they probably wreak a certain stench, considering how much time they're online on the daily. Yuck. So as context shall be given, who is this person and why have I compiled a video on them? Now, Ukrainian Femboy is a very perverted person, basically a very needy and desperate degenerate. It escalated to where Ukrainian Femboy had sent Furry to a user named Playing096, and the disturbing fact is these images seem to include a young subject. I mean, if you haven't noticed already, this person is very, and I say very, obsessed with the game Changed, aka Furry Transformation Fetish Game. Ew! He also said in this image that some individual draws them as children, so that's horrible. And dude is like 13? I'm very concerned where this could turn out. But the future ain't bright. Just as you wouldn't see the light of day if you're all up in someone's ass. But the fact is, this man has to deal with such a horrible individual that it is bad on its own. He did say he'd draw him with two Nico boys, or as two Nico boys, in a sexual situation, and that obviously already counts as sexual harassment, which is obviously illegal. Thankfully, as said by Playing096, there is no image that shows what he looks like, so it prevents them from drawing inappropriate art of him. Another interaction was actually between my close friend Some Idiot, who got sent by the user, and Some Idiot was clearly disturbed. I would have been disturbed too if I were in his shoes too, considering Ukrainian Femboy has been claiming he's played with himself since the age of, well, not a teenager. Now this is obviously all bad, but of course, you know it won't get any better due to classic furry behaviors. This all begins with his YouTube channel. Now his YouTube channel also contains series of cropped NSFW which does not belong or need to be on YouTube in the first place. And this follows by a list of his shorts of him relating religious figures to literal femboys. He does this to rage bait, and I'm gonna say this, me being a very dedicated Christian, I was by all means not happy at all. There was one time I talked to this person, and I did tell them about God and why their behavior needs to stop. Consuming at a young age can really hurt the still developing brain, and most men regret watching it later on because how addicted they get. Now the conversation was very old, so I have no screenshots, but thankfully at the time, they didn't bombard me with inappropriate images. They rather also said God doesn't exist, which shows the lack of respect to other religions considering previous behavior. This talk happened before I ever truly discovered how bad this person was, and I do wish that they get the help they need, because no one is gonna want to be around someone as crazy as this. Also, when you do get older, it can still affect you. Your digital footprint will track you down, so please watch how you act on the internet. Many people don't really reconsider this, much as it should be, but it should be taken into serious account as your behavior can interact with your future. Now, we've gone already through basically everything on this individual, but it truly shocks me to the extent where people will go to if they can't control themselves and they crave attention. I mean, comparing the same person who saved me from suicide to a literal femboy should not be tolerated in any circumstances. And in my book, it definitely is not. Hopefully in the future, this user faces the fitting consequences to what he's done to me, other users, and himself. Karma always comes back. Or as I should say, God's wrath. But I still really do wish they change their way of living and rather start onto the road of self-improvement. Now with that everyone, please watch out with who you interact with and do on the internet, because it can drag you into some pitfalls to say the least. Now with that, take care and don't be a disappointment to your country.